happening? This is Andy Irvine coming to you again here from my Daily Fun Club headquarters. And today I'm going to demo an incredible new pedal for you. It's a fuzz pedal created by the folks at Nordstrand. Particularly John Contreras was the chief designer. And they've created a subdivision of Nordstrand pickups that is called Rocket Surgeon. And this is the first pedal from that side of things there. It's the Seratone mood-altering bass fuzz pedal, okay? And I feel very special because I actually have the fourth one they made. That out of the first run of 10, I got number 4, and you know, it makes me feel real special. I love everybody at Nordstrand, and you know, I think they love me too. For this demo, I'm going to use my favorite P bass. This is my favorite P bass. It's it's just an old Univox copy from the early 70s, but it's been modded pretty heavily by the people, by everybody at Nordstrand, and it has the Nordstrand Big Man pickup in it, dual coil Big Man pickup in it. And you know, I'm just gonna get into the kind of the geezer zone. You know, I grew up in the 80s, and you know, comes to fuzzy bass, Larry Graham, Geezer, and Roger Glover from Deep Purple, and you know, those are kind of the cats that I think kind of really innovated using fuzz on bass and did it really well and really tastefully. So let's hear what it sounds like. I'll tell you a little bit about the controls. It's got 4 controls, very simple to maneuver. It has a volume, a bass control, a treble control, and then a mood control in the middle. I have it set now with the volume on flat, and I have the bass slightly boosted and the treble slightly boosted, and the mood control, you know, just at about, you know, 1 o'clock. So for me, this is kind of the sound that right off the bat that I really found cool. So it sounds great, but there's a lot of little subtleties in there that I want to kind of really take a closer look at. First of all, when I started doing octave stuff, it tracks perfectly, meaning the fuzz on the G string and the fuzz on the A string are working well. The pedal isn't having trouble deciphering between those frequencies and giving them the same killer fuzz treatment. Same thing goes for when I started doing them power chords. There's something that's happening also, and it has to do with the mood control where I have it set. And when I come down low, it gets kind of vowel-y. And fuzz, bass fuzz with a little bit of that vowel-iness is where it's at. Because that shit goes to that goes to the recording incredible. It takes on this total kind of vocal personality. Another thing I'm noticing right off the bat is that depending on how hard I play with my right hand, it's gonna interact differently with the pedal. And I'm playing real light there. The other thing that's real important is that the sustain is there. The sound, the way that it decays is really important, because with fuzz, you know, oftentimes we're playing. We're playing these longer notes, right? These longer tones. So you want the distortion or the fuzz to stay intact all the way through the duration of the pitch. You don't want it to start to, you know, peter out halfway through the time frame where you need that fullness and that distortion to be sustaining through. And then finally, I guess the other thing that's important for me is that when I'm bending, it's adding a really cool again, that sustain thing. You know, I'm able to bend the strings and hold out pitches, and the distortion really holds up all the way through it. I'm digging in really hard, almost just about as hard as I can, and also playing some fast passages. So another thing that happens sometimes is that as soon as you start to try and play fast, it just starts to sound like mush, and all the definition and all the focus, all the articulation is gone. Not the case here. Right there, I did a trill, and the volume didn't go away. That's another very, very good factor. Some big chords, some 3-string chords. Turning up the high end. it sounds like with some harmonics. I'm going to turn up the mood control a little bit too. So there you have it. There's my first little demo with Rocket Surgeon Seratone Bass Fuzz pedal. I love it. I already know I love it because I already tried it. I tried the prototypes out, and I had so much fun with it. And, you know, I don't usually play this kind of, you know, sound in the gigs and stuff that I do. But, you know, like a lot of things that inspire a lot of things in me and in music, this pedal makes me want to form a band just so I can use this pedal all the time. Maybe Cody Wright and I will form a band, and he can play guitar, and I'll just play fuzz bass all the time, and it will be awesome. All right, friends, check out the Seratone, and you know, I hope you order one. It's going to blow your mind, and you're going to love it. Rock on.